Hey yo, what's up? Moji here, and welcome to another Friday night feature. And today we are back with ALAMAT, and we are going to be checking out their latest comeback, which is entitled Dagundong. And for me, the definitions that are coming to mind are either thundering, rumbling, or pounding. It will probably depend on the context, and yeah, hopefully we'll see that in the MV. So let's just go right ahead and check it out. And let's see what Alamat has in store for us today. Here we go. Oh, oh, I recognize that style. Is this going to be about our history? Ooh, clapping. Yep. It's about the Spanish colonization. Ooh, you can feel it. Oh yeah. Oh. They're talking about the cedula. Oh, they are. Yeah. This chorus just hits so hard. Two novels. Exact. Changing hands. Oh. They're also connecting it to that part. Ooh. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Woo. Okay, so that was Alamat with Dagundong. And yeah, one thing that I've mentioned before that I like about Alamat is that they do such a good job at not just representing the culture of the Philippines, but also its history, right? Because this particular song was about the era of Spanish colonization, right? I already got the hint in the starting when we saw that book with Alamat on the as the title. But thing is, for those who are familiar, uh, there is a particular the famous book in the Philippines that has that kind of styling. Uh, in one of its versions, and that would be Noli Me Tangere. I've actually seen a version of Noli Me Tangere with that similar styling on the cover, and so that already gave me that already clued me in as to what the song was going to possibly talk about. And yeah, uh, mentioned mentioned like a ships bringing pestilence, uh, men with bodies covered with metal, soldiers that with soldiers that we cannot hope uh, to fight or face. I can't remember the exact wording, but yeah, like when the Spaniards came, like Europe had was much more ahead in terms of technology and in warfare that you're hard pressed to, you know, defend ourselves. Although we did kind of win that first battle and sent uh, the Spanish running back to Spain, and it's only like several years later that another expedition was sent forth to claim the Philippines. And then yeah, like I love the flow of history that they have in this, uh, like mentioning that uh, basically had this warrior spirit that wouldn't die, and really it didn't, because like all throughout the Spanish colonization era, which is like 300 plus years, uh, there were people still resisting, right? Throughout all that time, it was um, but it was only towards, well, the end that uh, the Filipino people started to become more united in their revolution. And anyways, Spanish operations were also got a bit more concentrated in the uh, northern part of the Philippines, and so most of the revolutionary wars were battles were fought there. And yeah, we were actually winning towards the end there. Wait, one thing I have to mention: uh, the reason, or part of the reason why uh, the revolution started to like gain more traction was because it was in the time of the what you call the Ilustrados, uh, when there were certain Filipinos who were allowed to travel abroad and study, and basically we suddenly have this influx of academics, learned academic Filipinos who uh, are able to more properly uh, put forth a structure to the ideals of the revolution. And basically, yeah, this is during the time of the Philippine national hero Jose Rizal. And yeah, the two novels were mentioned earlier in the lyrics. That's Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, which many believe was instrumental in uh, setting the mood of the people in terms of uh, building up building up that revolutionary spirit. And yeah, towards the end there, we were winning, but I'm glad also that Here in the song, it was also mentioned that, you know, uh, just as we were about to win, there was an exchanging of hands that was going on at the same time. Basically, Spain saw that it was losing its foothold in the Philippines, and so they struck a deal with another country and sold us off. And yeah, before we could claim victory over Spain and proclaim our own independence, yeah, we just got transferred from one colonizer to another. And then, well, during the American colonization period, well, that one is then referenced in Kasmala. But anyways, uh, they call this. I really like how this song of Alamat is able to uh, be this helpful reminder of Philippine history, that part of Philippine history. I mean, it's just a 3 minute song. It's not here to do a whole historical exposition of what happened in those 300 plus years. But I believe it does well in reminding us of uh, certain key things that happened back then, uh, and especially the the tensions and the spirit of the Filipino people back then. And yeah, hopefully it also serves as a catalyst for reminding people of, yeah, what went on in that period of history. Hopefully triggering our own, memories of the subject that as we studied it in school. Hopefully it's still being taught properly in schools. uh, I myself, even though I did teach history for a couple of years, I never really taught Philippine history. It was not part of the curriculum in the grade levels that I taught, but I did try to integrate it a bit when I taught Asian history. And so, uh, yeah, I'm not as well versed in it, uh, but I do still remember my lessons from when I was a student, and uh, any extra stuff that I've researched over um, a couple of years where I did teach social studies and history. And it's always really important to remember what your country has been through, what your people have been through, in order to to set. I'm fumbling for words here. In order to develop your mindset as you look forward to the future, because history is not just there to inspire us. History really is there to teach us as well. Because even if it's stuff that happened in the past, times were different back then, there's still some lessons to be learned that you can take with you going forward. And there is always something to be said about uh, these ideals and um, that were put forth by uh, these heroes throughout Philippine history. Yeah, it also gives us, like, I've also found that history gives us an understanding of why the world is what it is today. Right? There are certain like relationships and connections and things going on in the world today that does have its roots in history. Actually, a great percentage of it is rooted in history. But anyways, I think I'm starting to digress here. Anyways, yeah, that's uh, I really like that aspect about this song from Alamat, the historical aspect. But let's talk about the song itself as well, shall we? Like, this song hits so hard, especially that chorus. Like, if you didn't know the meaning of Dagundong, that chorus will make you feel it. Like, I'm not even sure if it's an actual onomatopoeia word, but that chorus made it uh like it felt very onomatopoeia-ish because like it just it just slaps. And we got a lot of very fierce and passionate delivery from the members of Alamat. Although I think I am something is kind of snapping up in my memory right now that feels kind of, I'm remembering something weird. What is it though? I'm well. Anyways, basically, the song really captures this uh, passion and fire that that Filipino had the Filipino people had back then, and hopefully still have right now. Anyways, I kind of found um, what I was looking for. I've been letting the MV play silently in the background here. There was a line. I should probably show it. Here we go. Why do we have Gami over here? Shouting ah. Yeah, this suddenly popped up into my memory like weird. Okay. It, I just realized just now, like or a few seconds ago, that Gami's name popped up in the lyrics. Okay, that's just something weird there. Because Gami's not in the group right now. Although you never know, like contributed a sound sample. Not sure, or maybe it's from Kasmala. I don't know. But yeah, uh, going back to the song, it's a very fierce song. It's a very strong song, and that uh, this is a song that really will make you feel things, and uh, it's it's just really great track to listen to, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. Um, I have said before in other reactions that I usually don't like songs with like these heavy beats and stuff like that. But somehow this didn't feel heavy to me at all. If anything, the rumbling or thundering or pounding Dagundongs uh it didn't feel heavy to me. Instead, they have this more striking feeling or fiery feeling, and it hits you the right way. So yeah, I think that's probably it for my reaction to Alamat's Dagundong. Uh, uh, Anything more, and I'll probably end up just repeating myself over and over. So let's wrap it up here, shall we? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, and that's where I also upload uh, longer reactions, more casual reactions, uh, most of which is available for free. Uh, there's also some bonus perks set aside for those who are kind enough to subscribe, such as access to my K-drama and anime reactions, which incidentally you can also access for free for 7 days. As that is tier 1 of my Patreon, and that has a 7-day free trial. Higher tiers of my Patreon also get early access to raw recordings of my reaction videos and priority when it comes to recommendations. But don't get too fussed about all that. Like I said, most of the stuff on my Patreon is available for free, so don't be afraid to check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description down below, as well as a link to a spreadsheet where you can more easily navigate and access the free content on my Patreon. That's also in the description down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this uh, very exciting and heart-pounding journey with Alamat. Until next time, have a great day everyone, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.